Hello, this is Thomas Cobbs Jr. here for California Baptist University KIN 505, Critical Assignment, Ethical Leadership Presentation. My chosen career is to be the head of a fitness center or a gym, whether it be a commercial gym or my own. That is my main goal one day is to own my own fitness facility. I grew up with a passion for fitness ever since seventh grade, having an athletic background in most sports. That mainly transitioned to just football all the way through college. After college, I really got to the side of personal training. I really do enjoy seeing people reach their fitness goals through healthy habits of resistance training, nutritional habits, accountability is really big. And I really like to see that done in a Christian environment. If one day I do open up my own facility, make sure it's Christian based for kids, youth, and adults. The leadership style I have chosen is a transformational leadership style. This encourages positive changes from the top of the hierarchy down all the way down to the bottom. So it is essentially training everyone down to the bottom to potentially grow to become leaders. So it's not just the leader at the top holds all the power and holds all the secrets. It also encourages everyone to have their voices be heard, making sure that the leader at the top hears their voices through whether it be rapport, criticism, or just encouragement as well. Emphasis on having individuals to think for themselves. So the leader is not going to tell them you have to think this way for this job. In a personal training environment or just in a fitness environment, there are many different styles of training and fitness that clients may benefit from. Not every client is going to be cookie cutter, so different trainers need to be able to think for themselves and not just follow one person or one influencer. To approach old problems in a new way. So if a trainer is not seeing progress with the client, it's my job as a leader to talk to them one-on-one, ask them what was unsuccessful in the past, and see what we can come up in the future to address that problem and overcome that obstacle. Leadership increases knowledge, learning, and understanding. So it's a continuous learning cycle. It's not just one leader has all the knowledge and then the followers are just stuck with what the leader tells them at the beginning. It'll be continuous. So transformational leadership is more effective than transactional leadership in a wide variety of businesses, military, industrial, hospital, and educational circumstances. I do believe that the fitness industry is a very educational circumstances, educational environment due to trainers always educating their clients through different exercises, nutritional education, or just technique. So if I have a new trainer who has not been certified yet or has not been training at all, or they just train their friends, but they want to increase their business through knowledge, transformational leadership is going to be the best solution for that. There are some key roles in how to communicate as a leader through transformational leadership. One is building rapport. So making sure when that new trainer comes in, I get to know them as well as I can, talk to them one-on-one, ask them what their why is. I always want to know why people choose to do what they do in terms of fitness. Building trust and relationships. So I don't expect anyone to follow me as a leader if they don't trust me, and if I don't even know their last name or any hobbies they do outside the gym. So relationships are very important for leaders to have with their followers. Influence strategies. So I also need to be able to influence my followers to get the job done in an effective way. Otherwise, they will not be able to meet the company standard or my standard as a leader. Criteria for useful feedback. it's important that I, as a leader, also am open to criticism and making sure that I know that I always have room to grow and improve as well. It's not just the followers that always have to improve and grow. I also have to improve and grow. Feedback techniques and skillful speaking. So I need to be able to articulate my words to make sure that everyone can understand why we're doing this, how to do it, in order for the company to be successful. Measures have to be used to see the impact of transformational leadership on followers. So commitment and loyalty from followers and satisfaction are also huge factors as well, because if they're not committed to the company values, the company goals, if they're not loyal to just one gym, let's say they're training clients on the side and they're just doing this just for something put on the resume, then I don't expect any of my followers to really stay or be successful in the future. If leadership is inspirational, stimulating, and considerate of followers' needs, then it can build commitment and loyalty. So I, as a leader, have to make sure that I am providing what they need as followers, not just telling them, hey, do this and then you'll get a reward. Okay, so like, well, even if you do get this reward, that's not going to be stimulating to to some followers, or some followers just aren't inspired by just rewards. They actually want to see change through their clients, whether it be hey, I started off overweight when I trained with this person, and I've been with them for over a year and I've lost so much weight and it's just changed my life. So that could be very inspirational, not just the revenue and the money that comes with it. Some ethical issues that come up in a fitness environment as a leader, business practices. This could be, in my personal experience, calling members through company phones, texting members that may not want to receive those messages or calls. They could be used, considered spam. The use of supplements, I've also experienced at a facility where employees were required to sell a certain amount of supplements every month. And that's a big red flag, and especially because not everyone is certified to give knowledge or recommendations for supplements that can lead to a lot of health problems and legality issues. Professional boundaries. So in terms of male and female clients, or vice versa, making sure that each client and trainer has that comfortability to be able to train them effectively, whether it's through spotting, making sure that they can give proper cues and techniques, and also making sure that their vocabulary is appropriate too, making sure they're not using words that are uncomfortable for the clients. Client confidentiality, making sure that all client knowledge is, it's all zipped. You don't need to be talking about with other people, whether it's health problems or just past workouts. Conflict of interest. This is just when, let's say, a trainer is training members on the side at a cheaper price, or let's say a trainer decides to leave the company and take all their clients with them. That could be conflict of interest because that client may have signed a contract that has them trained with this gym for a certain amount of time. Professional certifications, so making sure that all trainers do have that certification and that credibility to actually train people. Professional representation of skill, abilities, and knowledge. This is kind of similar to the last one, but not every trainer that's certified has the skills or abilities or knowledge to be a trainer, and vice versa. You'll need a certification to be a good trainer, and not all the trainers that have certifications are good. So making sure there's a good balance through that. As in me as a leader, I have to make sure that it's a continual process of learning and make sure we're keeping up to date with the latest information on fitness and wellness. Intellectual property. So let's say if a client comes up with a workout that they say is their own, or a style that says their own, but it could be a German style or a Russian style that was invented 70 years ago, making sure that they actually provide the sources for where they got that information from. Medical advice. So as trainers and fitness professionals, we are not doctors, We're not medical professionals. So making sure that medical advice is left to medical professionals. Professional education. So again, not every trainer needs to have a big fancy degree or certification, but having that does add credibility and making sure that that client is assured that okay, this person went to school for this. For example, at my undergraduate in exercise science, currently getting my master's degree in kinesiology. So automatically right there, I have that professional education. What I've learned in faith integration. So through this course, I've actually learned a lot. In the past 4 or 5 months, I did step down from my managerial position at my current gym of employment, and now I'm just a regular trainer. But through this course, I learned so much information that I will take in the future. As of today, actually, I did have an interview at another location for a managerial position, and this course has really helped me a lot to understand the steps I will be taking using forward. So, effective and proven methods to develop new trainers through transformational leadership, the importance of loyalty, commitment from the followers. Again, if they're not loyal or committed or not seeing that satisfaction in the followers, I'm not going to be seeing them too long. I don't want to see a big revolving door the second, or if I do get this new managerial position. To be able to adapt to criticism in order to teach the future leaders of tomorrow. Transformational leadership is all about building the followers up to eventually become leaders. So as a leader, I want to make sure that if I do get a promotion somewhere else, or if I do need to move to a new location, that my followers will be ready to step up to the plate and fill in my shoes and fill that role. That way they won't be like, oh, we need someone right now. Let's say the general manager, or who'll be like, oh, well, TJ trained this person really well. I've been seeing them for a year now. They're ready to fill that role. Let's just get them hired in house. And the faith integration, this verse is really powerful for me. Proverbs 11:14, where there is no guidance, all people falls, but in abundance of counselors, there is safety. So this verse basically says, without leadership, without a plan, without a roadmap, everyone is going to slip up. But especially without that help, that guidance. Okay, we need to be here by this date, or we need to, set this number by this date for the company. Then everyone's just going to not have that drive, that passion, or just no commitment to aspire to be something greater. As a leader, I want to be able to make sure that I do provide guidance, so my members don't fall and trip constantly. I don't expect them to be perfect, but I also don't expect them just to not try at all. So that verse, it really speaks volumes for the style of leadership I've chosen. These are my references. Thank you very much.